Very good afternoon, my friends. How are you? Hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So regarding the premium group, I really want to remain silent about it because I'm sure we will be very soon back on our feet, and hopefully soon the great results are gonna be back again as you guys have always used to have. Now, of course, I'm aware the new joiners who recently have joined, many of them, they never stop saying that I'm a scammer and I'm a thief and all these bullshits. And of course, I will not allow this to happen on my channel. And I have a reputation, again, that I respect. Now, Angela is living a hell of pressure that no one knows about because of these comments. And she's doing her best to not reading them. Actually, these people who keep attacking us, they have no idea how much they are affecting the signal provider by saying that. If they just kept their mouth shut, so many of the signals that we have sent and we had to close in loss, they actually went in a profit. But sadly, we had to close in the loss. I mean, you have no idea the pressure that we're living. Anyway, I'm very sure that we will be back on our feet very soon. I'm very happy to know that there were so many members who just recently have renewed their membership in our service. Those who have been with us for at least 3 months, they know very well the quality of Extreme Trader Forex signals, and they know very well that they can thankfully make good profit out of it. So I'm very sure and very hoping so this week will be our comeback, and hopefully there will be some changes in the way that we are sending the signals, and I hope it's gonna make everyone very happy and satisfied. So in the end, if you wish to join Extreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Now let's go back to the weekly analysis, and of course I want to make a review about the midweek analysis that I have sent last Wednesday because I'm frankly speaking very proud of it. EURUSD have actually reversed exactly from where I have expected it to, and it went all the way to the take profit level, making 114 pips of profit, and it has exceeded that level, making total of 158 pips of profit. Pound USD has reversed also exactly from the reversal point, and it went on to the take profit level, making at least 90 pips of profit. AUDUSD has also reversed, and it has actually made a total of 98 pips of profit. USDCAD has kept going all the way down to the take profit level, 122 pips of profit as well. USDJPY signal did not work. It was the only one that actually has failed, and not even failed. I mean, it's still ranging inside the safe zone, and we will see now what we can do about it. USDCHF has reversed exactly from the sell level, and it has went all the way to make almost 100 pips of profit to the take profit level. And the gold has reversed, of course, right from the level where actually I have sent the deal of the day to buy the gold right from here, I think from 1783, and the gold has went all the way, making the take profit level of at least 300 pips of profit. So definitely it was a very good week for the YouTube analysis signals, and I hope it's gonna continue this way. Anyway, let's see now together what we can do for this week on the pairs. Let's now begin with the EURUSD. So of course, let me first delete this old signal. And let's see together what we can do about the EURUSD and what is the next direction. Actually, it's very clear for me that the EURUSD this week is going to be for the bullish. Now, if we look carefully right here, we have here this resistance trend line, which has been recently broken out from. And this bullish breakout candle has appeared. Most likely what will going to happen right now is that the EURUSD is actually going to continue the rise all the way till it hit the peak of the resistance right here on 1.23350. So now on the daily chart, we have confirmed the direction that most likely the EURUSD is going to continue the rise. Of course, not to mention that the pair has reversed also on that very strong support level right here. Let me just make it very clear. Exactly right here. This support zone cannot be underestimated. It is actually very strong. It was also previously a resistance zone in the past. So anyway, the EURUSD has reversed indeed on that support level. Sorry. Right now we need to find out where exactly we can start buying the pair. So let me just now switch to the 4-hour time frame to identify the strong support and resistance levels. So let me first delete this line here, which is gonna be an obstacle. And let me just now look at the left to find the strongest support and resistance levels. Now, of course, we can tell right here clearly that this was the resistance that has been broken out from, and the same level was previously also a support. Indicates that most likely the EURUSD is actually gonna fall again to make another pullback, and we can start again buying the pair right from the level of 1.21233 And of course, hoping that the support level is gonna keep its position again as a support, and we can start again buying the pair. Now we have to wait for the pair to fall for another almost 35 pips before it's going to be valid for the buy. Now the only problem here is I really think that the pair has already reversed, because if we look carefully right here, my friends, this tail right here, this tail here represents a support number 1, because this was actually the bullish breakout candle, and this candle right here has appeared. Let me just show you this on the 1 hour time frame. I think we can see it clearly. Yes, exactly. Look at that. This reversal right here, which has already happened, indicates, or sorry, implied for the support number 1. Most likely the pair has already reversed on that level. So therefore, we need to look right now at the next reversal when it's gonna occur. If I'm not mistaken, the next reversal will happen right on that support level right here on 1.21364. Which means we have to wait for the pair to fall for another 25 pips before it's going to be valid for the buy again, which is of course going to be the retest of that resistance level right here as well. That being said, EURUSD is good for the buy this week on the level 1.21364. And of course, for the safe zone should be ranging just nearly that support level right here. Exactly right here. So as we can see, my friends, here we are having previously a support zones, and that previously or actually this pair has become here a resistance, which most likely means that the pair might be actually ranging inside our safe zone before it's gonna be valid for the buy. But still, I really doubt that this is gonna happen with a very strong bullish momentum for the EURUSD right now, actually, and the weakness on the dollar itself. Most likely the pair is actually gonna continue the rise even before reaching our buy level. So we have to be patient enough, and anyway, the safe zone will be ranging for about 54 pips, which is really fair enough. So this is going to be our entry for the EURUSD. Now regarding the take profit level, the take profit level has to be actually right here at the peak of the resistance, exactly right here on 1.22403. And if I'm not mistaken, by Wednesday or when I release the midweek analysis video, we will be looking for another buy order from that previous resistance, and again we will look for the target of the peak of the resistance on 1.23340. But until then, our target will be for almost 110 pips, and it's going to be on the peak of the resistance right here. So the take profit level will be on 1.22403. There goes your signal for the EURUSD for this week, and hopefully also it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the pound USD. Now the pound USD, as we can see, has closed above the take profit level, or actually above the resistance on 1.39774. Let me just now delete the old signal so we can see clearly what we can do with the pound USD. Now the pound USD also has actually closed above that resistance trend line. Most likely indicates that the pair is actually going to continue the rise as well, and if I'm not mistaken, our target will be the peak of the resistance on 1.41885. So now it's a matter of where we can start again buying the pound USD. Now if we look carefully on the left side, we need to look now at the strongest support levels. Now this is a strong support level, as we can see right here on 1.39603. If we look on the left, I think let me just scroll to the left. I'm scrolling to the left again. I think there is nothing we can see right here to depend on. Anyway, sorry about that. We need to wait, actually, my friends, for that resistance level on 1.39603 to be retested, and right from that level again we can start buying the pound USD, which means we have to wait for the pair to fall for another almost 30 pips just to make the pullback or retesting for the level before it's going to be valid for the buy. Now if we look also right here, we have here a support trend line, and right here we have another, if I draw here another support trend line as well. If I can just clone this support trend line and apply it on that resistance trend line, now we have here a channel. This is actually one of the ways that I'm using, and I have already taught this on my channel. There is a video on my channel called The Magic of Trend Lines. I have explained this in a brief, and I believe this resistance trend line has been recently broken out from, and right now the pair is gonna fall down again, retesting that broken resistance trend line, and now it's gonna be a new support trend line, which means we can start again buying the pound USD indeed right from that level. So that being said, the pound USD is going to be good for the buy at the level of 1.39603. Sorry, the font is very small, and I'm now currently I'm far from my screen. I can get closer to it, but it's not good. Anyway, now for the safe zone. The safe zone, of course, will be ranging just a little bit below here till that previous support level, exactly right here, which by the way, I'm talking about this support. This is the support level, the previous support level. So the safe zone has to be ranging just a little bit there, because this is going to be the maximum where the pair actually might goes against my prediction. And most likely, I think with the weakness of the USD dollar, the pound is going to actually continue the rise immediately, and hopefully even it's going to reach our buy level. So the safe zone will be ranging for about 54 pips, also similar to the EURUSD, as we can see, exactly like that. And of course, for the target, if we look at the left, we see right here a previous support level. This is where the pair actually might start reversing again before we can see what we can do next with the pound USD. So the target will be about 121 pips of profit. Hopefully we will make them. So take profit level will be 1.40820. There goes your signal for the pound USD, and hopefully it will work also very well and bring us lots of profits. AUD USD. Now let me just delete the old signal for the AUD USD as well. And very similar setup to the pound USD. Now we need to draw here a support trend line, and we can just clone this one actually to find exactly where we can start again buying the pair. Now if we look carefully right here, my friends, the actual level of this channel is actually laying exactly right here and right here as well. I can put it, of course, I can put the line here at the peak of the resistance, but that means that it's not giving me the entries that I want. I want to know exactly where I can place the buy order. So that being said, we just need to place the resistance trend line right here. Actually, guys, I just don't really have the time to explain to you about this, the resistance, or actually the resistance trend line, and in general how I use trend lines. So that being said, actually I need to go faster than that. We are already in 10 minutes of this video, and still we are just on the third pair. Anyway, for the AUDUSD, as we can see, has made the strong bullish breakout from the long-term resistance on 0.78170. Most likely the pair right now is gonna reverse upon the strength of the resistance on 0.78441, and that means that the pair is actually gonna make a pullback, and right from that level we can start again buying the AUD USD, which means we have to wait for the pair to fall for another 30 pips before it's going to be valid for the buy. So that being said, AUD USD is good for the buy on 0.78170. And of course, for the for the safe zone will be ranging just a little bit till the lowest level of that support right here, because if I'm not mistaken, this is gonna be the maximum where the pair can go against our direction, and this is also gonna be almost 55 pips. 55 pips only, exactly like that. And of course, for the take profit level, the take profit level will be right here, actually, the peak of the previous resistance, exactly right here on 0.79313, which means we are looking for almost 113 pips profit from this deal. So take profit level 0.7979313. There goes your signal for the AUD USD, and hopefully also it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. All right, I just had to change my chair and switch everything here. I switch to the microphone position also, because I need to fix my I need to actually see the numbers, sorry. Anyway, let's now look at the USDCAD. Now regarding the USDCAD, actually let me just delete the old signal, and let me show you something. We need to go to the monthly chart in order to be able to see exactly what's going on with the AUD USD. Now the AUD USD, as we can see, has created here a very strong double top pattern, and most likely the AUD, sorry, the USD, did I say AUD USD? I mean USDCAD, sorry. The USDCAD right now is going all the way towards this lowest level of the support, on 1.19380. Most likely the USDCAD is going to continue the fall all the way to hit that support level. So it's going to be happening about almost, I would say about 200 pips only. Anyway, that means that most likely we are going for another short for this week. I really doubt that the USDCAD is going to be valid for the buy. I think it's very clear here for everyone that the USDCAD is good for the short. Now it's a matter of where we can start again shorting the pair. Let me just save your time, because I already have done my analysis, and actually USDCAD is going to be good for the short exactly right from that level on 1.21569. Let me try to make it very quick right here. Now the USDCAD was supposed actually to break to retest that support level right here, and it has already done, by the way, but however it just made only one single attempt of that of the retest on that previous support level. The pair is just sinking, and I don't think it's gonna actually be able to create a second attempt of the support. And actually, the fact that we can see here a strong bearish candle has closed as a full bar on last Friday night, most likely it means a continuation in the fall. Not to mention, of course, that this candle right here also indicates a continuation in the bearish momentum. So anyway, most likely this is what will gonna happen. We just need to look here at, now we are on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we are having here one attempt of the support, a single attempt of the support, and right here the market has closed exactly on that level. Now we are just hoping that the USDCAD can actually create another pullback and just retesting that broken support trend line and the new resistance, because right here we are having a resistance number 1 and hoping for the market to create a second attempt of the resistance number 2, which means we have to wait for the pair to rise for another 30 pips before it's going to be valid for the short again. That being said, USDCAD will be good for the short on 1.21569. And of course, for the safe zone, it has to be ranging just a little bit above that previous resistance level, which means it will be about 53 pips only. Exactly like that. Now for the take profit level. For the take profit level, let's go to the weekly chart right now. And we need to aim the support level, the lowest support level right here on 1.20588. This is going to be our target for the USDCAD for this week, which means we are looking for about 97 pips of profit from this deal, which means the take profit level will be on 1.20588. There goes your signal for the USDCAD for this week, and hopefully also it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. USDJPY. Now let me show you something here on the USDJPY. I need to delete, of course, the old signal. It's no longer valid for the buy in my opinion. Now if we look carefully on the daily chart, we can see a very clear head and shoulders pattern has appeared on the USDJPY, and if I'm not mistaken, it means that we can start looking for a short on the pair. Right now, the USDJPY is actually ranging on that previous support level exactly right here on 108.587. Now, we need to look at the strongest the strongest resistance levels to start again shorting the pair. Let me now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we just need to identify the strong key resistance levels. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if we are looking for a resistance levels, we are talking about the level 108.876. This was a strong key resistance level right here. It was also a resistance right here as well, and right here, and of course not to mention this long wick right here indicates a strength in the level. Let me just zoom in so I can show it to you. This candle right here, the blue one, it represents a retesting on that resistance level. This actually represents a resistance number 1, and as you can see, the rejection was quite strong. Actually, I really want to give the signal to start shorting the USDJPY right away without waiting for it to reverse, but however, for the safety of our followers and members, I have to be careful and just give the signal that we can start shorting the USDJPY and hoping that the pair might reach the peak of the resistance number 2. However, the experience has taught me something. When you see this kind of price action, most likely the pair won't rise all the way again to the peak of the resistance, but indeed it might reverse exactly right here, in a way that if we draw the resistance line like that, in a way that it touches both of the wicks on the peak of the resistance, it most likely means that we can start again shorting the USDJPY right here. Most likely the pair is actually going to reverse right here. We have to wait for it to rise for another almost 12 pips before it's going to be valid for the short. This is exactly what I'm going to send the signal, and really hoping it will work very well. So USDJPY for the short on 108.712. And of course, for the safe zone, it will be ranging just a little bit above that resistance level. As we can see right here, I'm looking right here, my friends, that is the resistance zone. And most likely, if the pair is ever gonna go against our direction, it will be just ranging inside that level of the resistance. Let me just make it shorter, exactly like this. So we're talking about 56 pips only, which is really fair enough. So this is the edge of the safe zone, just like that. Now for the target, of course, since we are looking at the daily chart and we can see the head and shoulders pattern has appeared, we need to look at the lowest level of the support right here. So the target, of course, will be right here, the lowest level of the support on 107.663, which means we are looking for almost 103 pips profit from this deal. So therefore, take profit level 107.663. There goes your signal for the USDJPY, and hopefully also it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the USDCHF. Now let me just delete the old lines on the signals, and let's see what we can do next with the USDCHF. Now, of course, it's very obvious for me that the USDCHF is very good for the short. Again, we need to continue shorting the pair, and if I'm not mistaken, eventually the target will be the lowest level of the support on 0.89460, which means we can look for another 61 pips, but still we have to wait for the pair to rise again before we can start shorting it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we can now look at the strongest key support levels and of course the resistance levels. Now, by looking at this daily chart, we can notice right here this long wick right here on that pin bar. Most likely this is gonna be what we call a key resistance level, and most likely the USDCHF right now actually might make another pullback, and hopefully it's gonna reverse exactly on that resistance. So this resistance right here is actually gonna keep its position again as a resistance, and therefore we can start shorting the pair again. I think it's very clear for me. I don't think I need to explain it more. So therefore USDCHF is good for the short on 0.990239. We have to wait for the pair to rise for another 21 pips before it's going to be valid for the short. And of course, the safe zone should be ranging just right here above the resistance level, which means we're looking for safe zone, of course, should be like that. Yeah, 53 pips is actually more than enough for the setup. I think the bearish momentum is very strong, and most likely the pair actually might continue the fall immediately on Monday without even reaching our sell level. So the take profit level will be 0.894 and 60, which means we are looking for almost 75 or 76 pips of profit only from this deal. Sorry, my friends, this is what the setup is providing us, and we just have to follow the market. I cannot make it, I cannot force the market to give us more than 100 of pips on this deal. So anyway, there goes your signal for the USDCHF, and hopefully also it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Now let's talk about the gold. Now, as you can see, my friends, the gold actually, let me just delete the old signals on the gold so they won't confuse us at all. I mean, there are so many trend lines here and there. Anyway, let's now move to the daily chart so we can see it clearly. Now, what happened is on the gold, the gold actually has made a strong breakout level, sorry, a strong breakout from the long-term resistance on 1816.26. Not to mention, of course, that this was also a strong resistance right here in the past. So this level has been a strong resistance right here. Remember, guys, I'm on the daily chart right now. So this was a strong resistance level right here, and of course right here, and also right here. Not to mention, of course, it was also a very strong support level right here in the past. What does that mean? That means that most likely after this strong bullish breakout candle has appeared, and by the way, this price action on the bullish breakout candle usually indicates a continuation in the growth. Now remember, my friends, I'm on the daily chart. On daily chart, this is the breakout candle, and this right here, my friends, it is the nearest support to my bullish breakout candle. So if I'm not mistaken, the gold this week is going to continue the rise, but we have to wait for the pair to fall for another 150 pips before it's going to be valid again for the buy. I want to remind everyone that this week, as I said before, most likely the market is going to continue the rise before even reaching our buy levels. And this candle right here actually has confirmed to me that actually personally, I expect for the gold to continue the rise right away. I don't think it's going to even reach our buy level. This price action is rarely failing. I think actually you can see it right here. This is a good example. Look at this resistance right here on 1743, and this is the same bullish breakout candle I'm talking about. And look at that, the continuation actually has the growth has resumed actually immediately without actually retesting the broken resistance level. And if I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what will gonna happen. But however, we still have to be very careful when we are placing our trades. And now that I'm speaking, I think I'm going to change my mind, because by looking at the chart, I'm looking at the chart actually, and I can see that this setup has rarely failed. This bullish breakout candle has rarely failed actually. Let me now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we just need to identify the strongest support and resistance lines. And yeah, I think I will not change my mind, sorry. I think this is still gonna be the best level to start buying the gold. Yeah, after seeing the 4-hour time frame, I think it is indeed the most valid level to start again buying the gold. I will not change that. So therefore, I will send the signal that the gold should be good for the buy on 1816.26. This is definitely gonna be a very good level. And of course, for the safe zone, it will be ranging just a little bit till the peak of the resistance, because if the pair is ever gonna go against my direction, it's gonna go, in my opinion, maximum just to hit that previous resistance level. So this is gonna be about 166 pips. Guys, I need to remind everyone, let me just write it here. I need to write it here. Not stop loss, okay? This is not stop loss. I need to write it because I'm sure a lot of you actually confuse this line here with the stop loss. I see the comments sometimes. Someone says that the EURUSD hit the stop loss, and I'm just looking at the comment and just wondering, what does he mean? What stop? I didn't mention any stop loss. This is not stop loss. This is just the edge of the safe zone. So once you see any bullish, actually, if you see any bearish breakout happened from the safe zone, it means that you need to close your trade immediately with the loss, sadly. But however, this is not a stop loss. It just indicates that as long as the pair is moving inside this zone right here, we are good. If the pair ever go out of this zone, now is the panic time, and we need to think what we will do. We need to look at the price action to know if the candle has ever any chance to reverse. If you see a strong bearish breakout candle has appeared, most likely it means that the pair won't come back. Anyway, I need to keep this one because it's not a stop loss, and I just want to make sure it's very clear. Anyway, for the take profit level, the take profit level will be right here at the peak of the resistance, exactly right here on 1848. I think there is a potential that the gold might rise all the way actually to hit the level 1876, but however, I just want to be more realistic, and therefore our take profit level will be exactly on 1848. Take profit level 1848, and that's it. This is hopefully gonna be a very good signal, which means we are aiming from buying the gold about 325 pips of profit, and hopefully it's gonna be also a very good signal and will bring us lots of profits. So in the end, I believe it's gonna also be another very good week, and I'm expecting a lot of profits to come and hoping that everything will be fine, and I really praying that this will be the best comeback for the premium signal. So in the end, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.